For my 5th birthday, my aunt took me on a trip to Disneyland in Anaheim, California. Although most memories are faint because I was 5 at the time, I remember going on so many rides. I probably had so much fun. Another thing I remember is that I got signatures from many of the Disney characters. Unfortunately, I've seemed to have misplaced them. My mom's maiden name is French. My great-great-great-grandparents were from the United Kingdom, specifically English and Scottish ancestry. The last 4 generations were born in Canada, so much information is lost. My grandfather had the opportunity to have a better job as an accountant in BC at a car dealership. My mom was 18 at the time, just graduating from high school, so it worked out. My mom's family were from the Greater Toronto area. My mom liked numbers at the time and became an accountant just like her father. I say at the time because she isn't very good at math. In Portugal, the only jobs open to my relatives were farming jobs. Farming wasn't the best paying job. In fact, it was a very bad paying job. They didn't want their kids to also work on the farms too, so they decided to move to Canada in search for a better life. My grandparents, my dad, and my aunt went to France in hope of finding a permanent place to live. My grandfather was offered a very high position in a big construction company. He worked the job for less than a year. His siblings suggested that they come to Canada because they have so many job opportunities. Even though my grandfather had an amazing job that would make them rich, family was more important. So my grandparents came to BC to raise their children. When I was 7 years old, my parents thought it was a good idea to get a puppy for my grandmother. We searched far and wide until we came across a dog breeder that had these curly-haired white dogs. Long story short, we ended up adopting the only male puppy that we were offered. I had the honor of naming it Curly. He loves to run around. Just seeing him makes me happy.